I could have Luka as a brother over you. I'd have to think about it.
Yeah, if I could have Zion as a brother over you,
All right,
people would
that's
question
fair.
it.
That's fair. That's
People would
fair.
really question it, but... Alright guys, so welcome to this episode. I'm going to show you our $10,000 cards first. Okay, but these cards are going to be $10,000.
My $1 million cards.
Welcome to this episode of Red Cape Sports. What we're going to do now is just show you some of our favorite cards. So we'll talk about the card, show it up, and then we will add some B-roll to it. So I'll get started. I brought a little bit more than Bird. Bird has all of his cards stuck at the warehouse at ComC.
They're not stuck.
And, well, where are they?
They're not stuck. I chose to put them there. If you want to sell these, you have to take your time.
Bird, you
your
own
valuable
4
time.
cards. You have 4 cards.
I have several cards, most of which are online. It is what I personally choose to do
Alright.
because
I
can
own
sell them
NFTs, I
significantly
guess.
quicker.
My card-
I don't have to waste my time after changing diapers, after being a dad, after doing all that hard work. I don't have to snap a photo, deal with people saying you sent me the wrong card, this card's damaged. None of that.
You need like
None.
cards on the blockchain. Okay, so the first card we're going to talk about is my Austin Matthews 9.5. I have a 10 subgrade there. This is one of my favorite cards, obviously, Austin Matthews. He's my favorite hockey player. He's the only reason I even watched hockey at all this year. And he definitely disappointed in Game 7. But maybe he'll be good next year. I bought this card for about $340 or $360 at Frank's.
Sure.
And today it's easily $1,200. So that's my first card. I'm a big fan of Matthews and the Leafs. And I don't think I'm going to sell that card, at least not anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't think you're selling that anytime soon.
Yeah.
You're just too big of an Austin Matthews fan.
Yeah, exactly. So kind of like this card too, this is going to be my Zion Williamson out of 99 certified. I have 3 of the other colors. So I have the red one, the silver one, and the blue one. And I have yet to grade them because of PSA.
Cool.
As you may know, I think it costs like an arm and 12 legs to grade your cards.
Starting to get lower.
Yeah. So anyways, this is my card. Zion, you know, guy didn't even want to play in the playoffs.
Looked like me and Shaq had a baby.
I don't know
That's
what's
a story
going
for
on.
another day, but long story short, if you're physically healthy after not playing for a whole year, wouldn't you like, I would go through hell and back
I haven't
to
watched.
try to play.
I haven't watched one basketball game in like a year and a half because of him. But anyways, that's a great card though, right? Like,
yeah,
it's
absolutely.
It's a
your
beautiful
favorite
card.
player. It's a beautiful, what's that numbered out of? 60?
Out of 99.
Out of 99.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep. So I own a certified out of 99, and then I also have a Teal Explosion, so that's a 9.5. I like the Beckett's. There's something about if the card isn't in a Beckett or, you know, maybe even MNT or PSA 10, I don't really want it. I want to own the best of the best. So here's another card I'm probably not going to get rid of until Zion starts playing. This card I'm going to keep long term.
For sure.
But this Teal Explosion I might sell. It's just, you know, the guy's been getting injured like every weekend, so can't do much about
is that the card I pulled?
Yeah, so I believe maybe Bird pulled this
No,
card.
for sure I pulled that.
I've graded many Svechis.
I pulled that.
So this is a beautiful young gun, by the way. Andrei Svechnikov. Beautiful young gun. 9.5, 10 edges and 10 corners. So this is beyond a true 9.5. Beautiful card. Really represents
you should sell that
modern
today.
hockey cards.
You should sell it today. My New York Rangers are making him look silly.
Well, I don't even know what the card would go for today, so I'm just holding on to it for a little while.
It's about 120.
Yeah? Nah.
Today.
It's not worth it. Not worth it. Okay, now this is probably... No, this is definitely my favorite card.
Ever?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, definitely my favorite card. And most of these cards, I actually bought them and got them graded myself. This was pre-COVID pandemic. This one is a 1987 Question of Sport, Mike Tyson. This is his first sports card.
That's cool.
Not sticker. The sticker from 1986. That one is an even rarer card. But this is a PSA 9 of A Question of Sport. It came from a BBC board game. I did an episode a while back talking about how I thought this was underrated. As you may know, Mike Tyson I don't know if there'll ever be another boxer like him, specifically heavyweight, youngest heavyweight of all time. Jamie Foxx is still yet to play him in a movie. I think it's happening soon. Anyways, beautiful card. That card tells a story. Yeah. It's a very fragile card, hard to tell in the plastic, but very bullish on that. And my favorite card.
Cool.
Went up in value a lot.
My turn, since you're dwindling down here. Okay, so Mitch started off pretty heavy there. A lot of those cards are basically like your favorite athletes in the respected sport. I am extremely embarrassed, I think, of this next card.
You should be.
Because Brett Howden was one of my favorite hockey players
What does
of
that
all
say?
time.
Tell them what it says.
It's just the price I bought the card for, $4.60. Brett Howden is not a good hockey player. I'm a New York Rangers fan. Brett Howden.
That's a nice card, though.
So back in the David Quinn era, this is just a beautiful, metal, authentic signatures. Not worth a lot. The guy actually got traded in the offseason. Honestly, good riddance, because the Rangers are starting to play well. But again, I'll hold it up, just talk a little bit more about the guy. Bought his jersey. The Rangers sucked. He was one of my favorite players on the team. For whatever reason, I just can't get rid of this card. There's something about Brett Howden that, much like Jeff Wilson and Lonzo Ball, I just have a soft spot for him. I feel really bad. I feel like he's never had an opportunity to prove himself. I don't think he will, even with the Vegas Golden Knights. But regardless,
yeah,
I like him.
It's a nice card, though. It's a on-card auto.
It's a sticker, actually. It's a sticker. You can't really tell in the lighting, but it's a sticker. Okay. This next guy has proven himself in the playoffs as well. Mitch and I are super high on him. Mitch called him a bust way too early.
No. He was a bust
you
the
called
first
him a
year
bust.
he played.
No, that's not the definition.
No, I know
regardless.
It's not the true definition, but I also didn't know what I was talking about at the time.
This card.
It's a nice card.
All I asked for Christmas from my mom 2 years ago, I said, Mom, there's blaster boxes on sale at Walmart. Buy me 2 or 3. She bought me 2 or 3. One came absolutely damaged. It looked like the UPS guy kicked it across the street. It was so damaged. And sure enough, inside that box, inside a pack, was this beautiful Alexi Lafreniere card. Again, guys, I'm a New York Rangers fan, full disclosure. I believe in Alexi Lafreniere. He had the most 5-on-5 goals. This guy, honestly, and is a new coach after a pandemic-ridden season. He's 20 years old, away from his family for the first time. He's put on the first line, he's put on the third line, he's put back on the first, back to the second, playing the bit of the fourth, then he gets benched. And regardless, this season still put up 19 goals.
He's doing great.
Through his first 100 career games, he has the exact same amount of points as Steven Stamkos and another probably future Hall of Famer and Leafs captain, John Tavares. Needless to say, this guy is the real deal. I absolutely love this card. I haven't graded it yet, just because I'm waiting for grading to get cheaper.
Oh, really? I had no idea.
I haven't graded it. Oh, come on now. Regardless, I truly believe Alexi Lafreniere is still a good buy. It's not the purpose of this video, but I love this card. Thank you, Mom.
I agree with that. He is a good buy right now. And he is not a bust this year. He's not a bust.
Oh, my goodness.
I'll admit it.
This next card, I'm pretty sure I've showed this on other videos. This is just a random card. It's not even a rookie, but it's of Andrew McCutchen. This card I sent through the mail, and I did an autograph request.
Tell them how that works. Because Bird was doing this by the while for...
Yeah, so basically I was really young, probably grade 6, grade 7 at most. And I was sending in autograph requests to the teams, basically. You can find all that information online. And I just wrote him a letter saying I'm a big fan. Shout out to Mike McNorgan. Mike McNorgan and I really love him. We call him Clutch because he was. And long story short, he sent the card back and signed it for me. So this card I can ever sell. It's the very first through the mail autograph card I've ever received. So the funny part about this is I received this card, and then 2 weeks later he got nominated for the Home Run Derby. He didn't win it or anything.
He had a really good year.
But yeah, Andrew McCutchen, to this day, still one of my favorite ball players, even though he's with Milwaukee.
What I noticed is that all these cards that we're talking about, they're not even really the most expensive cards.
No.
These are cards that we just loved and always kind of wanted to get. Me personally, I love most of these cards based on the player and the art of that card,
Sure.
right? Because there's different variations of cards I could get.
Well, the next one's very
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, this is a really nice card. And again, I did have a different LeBron James card, but again, I like this one more because I got that 10. So this is going to be a 2003 Upper Deck Redemption Special PSA 10, 2003 LeBron, right? That's when he was a rookie, right?
Yep.
So just a beautiful card. It's kind of got a little bit of that movement there. And it's just a really nice card. I also liked it because we did an episode on this a while ago.
Yep.
And I was talking about how this is a rookie card that people can get for 40, 50 bucks at the time. In mint condition, they're probably closer to 100. This card's 400, 500 today. LeBron James, I don't see the value going down.
No.
So this is a card that you can leave to whoever you want 10 years from now, in my opinion. Okay, so I'll go through one more, and then I'll get to a couple Pokemon cards, then Bird can finish off. I love this card. When I think of baseball modern cards, it is Tatis Jr. Okay, so it's got that nice horizontal look. It's a Topps Chrome. And to make the story even better, I was picking these up because of Bird. I took a couple shots in the dark, and I bought this specific card for, I believe, $8.99, like under 10 bucks. And I bought 10 of them, and I graded, I think, 6 of them. 5 of them came back PSA 10. So we were early on him, and I kind of know where the centering should be on the card. Just the touch of the glove should be cut off.
Fernando Tatis Jr. Topps Chrome. $10 Topps Chrome. And it's a beautiful looking card. I think so too. Pretty beautiful. So $10 is on average what you can find that for.
This is just a beautiful card. There's a lot of them out there now. But a PSA 10, beautiful case. Great player. He keeps getting injured. I think he's a little bit softer than Charmin as of late, but it's okay. Not much you can do. So I'm just going to go through a couple cards. So I have an entire collection of Base Unlimited Pokemon cards. And what I've been doing over the past 3-4 years is I've always wanted to get the cards that I had when I was a kid in maybe even better condition. So here's an example of some Pokemon cards. So I got a nice Alakazam, Chansey. We got the nice Charizard. And that's a mint card. Bird can check that out. Easy, buddy. So that is a Charizard, best condition one I have. That's probably the only Charizard I have. I've just yet to been able to grade it because I want to have a full PSA 9 collection. I want these long term. They're for myself, but also it's a great investment long term. I mean, these cards are from 1999. Anyways, just a beautiful Charizard, and they're all in great condition. I just want to be able to grade it PSA, so I'll wait for their AI system or iRobot thing to come out, or maybe Elon will invent that. So anyways, those are the cards I love. I'm very passionate about them. These are also cards that I'm not going to be selling unless, you know, they go up tremendously. So
Right.
yeah, I love these cards.
All right, my next card. Now, before I do go into my final card, you guys have made it this far. We love you. Definitely make sure to smash the like button. And also comment down below which is your favorite card that you've ever purchased.
Yeah.
If there's a background story to that, kind of like we're trying to share, definitely let us know. Like, we do read the comments. And honestly, we're collectors too. We're not just investors.
It's emotional. Like it's kind of like showing somebody your first kid or something, or like, I don't know. It's very emotional, at least for me.
Well, this card is, well, I guess I have two
It was an
left.
emotional card right on the way
I guess
here.
I have two left, so I'll skip the best for last.
Yeah.
This is a card that was given to me by two of my very, very close friends. They're brothers, so shout out to Justin and Aaron Golab. They gave me this David Freese card, and I'm going to show Mitch here. Mitch, that's from the walk-off 2011.
Wow.
So the story behind this, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this on Red Cape Sports before, but when I was 16, Sweet 16, if you want to call it that, whatever.
It's not Sweet 16.
Regardless, my 16th birthday, the St. Louis Cardinals technically won 2 games on that day because this walk-off happened after midnight, right? So October 28th of, what would that have been, 2011, right? And then that was the deep freeze. So this was the Game 6 home run. And then, of course, the Cardinals went off and won it all the same day, basically, because the game started 7 p.m. then. Just very that team brings back so many emotions. They were down, I believe, like 18 games with 1 month left in the season. They made the playoff as a wild card, and then they ended up winning it all. Josh Hamilton hit like 4 home runs, and we still beat them. Man, so that card to me, like I can't sell it just because David Freese, he's not going to go down like, 10 years from now, even now, right? To most people, you'll say the name David Freese, they'll have no freaking idea what you're talking about. Yeah. This next card, Mitch, you're very familiar with. It came from you. Guys, I'm a Mavs fan. Mark Cuban, love him. I still remember I shed a few tears when the Dallas Mavericks drafted Trae Young because I wanted Luka Doncic. And then they traded for Luka, and I remember how ecstatic I was. Mitch and I, like, we were into sports cards. Mitch definitely wasn't into sports cards.
I was just getting back in at that
time.
No,
I don't know about 2018, but regardless.
No. 2019, I think.
Yeah, so when Luka got drafted, Mitch didn't really know who he was, and I was keeping a tab on him. And then Luka started playing, and I said, Mitch, you need to buy Luka Doncic cards. I said, like, this whole sports cards thing, it's booming up. Luka's the next big thing. And obviously he is.
By the way, Bird knew about Dogecoin before Elon Musk tweeted, like 7 years before. Bird knows, guys. Bird knows. I have to give you that.
This is the card. Guys, it's not even that good of a card. You can see here on the back, $20 is what Mitch paid for it.
I got that card for $20.
$20 Canadian.
And yeah, like that was Canadian. Even if that.
Honestly, I want to grade it. I think the centering and everything is really good. I do think it'll grade well. Again, I don't want to grade it Beckett. I don't want to grade it SGC.
Yeah.
If I'm going to grade the card, it's going to have to be PSA. Hopefully get the PSA 10. Honestly, I may never grade it. Because truthfully, Luka Doncic is one of my favorite players in any sport.
Yeah.
That it would.
You even look like him.
It would, yeah. I've been called the Fat Luka before on this stream, and I think it's hilarious. But the reality is, it would physically pain me to sell the card. So I think I'm going to hold on to it for at least his entire playing career.
Yeah.
Because it's really cool to me to say, like watch the game and know I have the card on my mantle or whatever it might be. And honestly, I've mentioned this before too, guys. Look at this pose. That's the Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah.
It's the signature Dirk Nowitzki pose.
Let me see it again too.
It's so much more than just the card to me.
You know what though?
It's the player. It's the pose. It's. You got it for me.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
No, I remember because I don't even have one. Actually, I don't even have one. But there's some cards that are beautiful. This card is a 9 out of 10. Like this is beautiful.
Yeah, it's just
like this is a beautiful card. It's not perfect, but like when I think of a nice modern basketball card, I think of that card. And when I think of a modern baseball card, I think of Tatis Jr. Like there's some cards that speak volumes.
Don't get me wrong, the pop runs and the print runs part of me are extremely high on this.
Yeah, there's 2.4 million.
The card is valuable, it's $150+ card, and it definitely does have a little bit room to grow, especially if Luka starts to dominate like I know he can. But that's not why I love the card. It's just he's my favorite player, and it's one of the most desirable, affordable cards. People love the Prism. Like I said, it's the background, and you buying it for $20.
Well, your favorite person in the world gave it to you, right?
So. One of. I mean, if I could hug Luka, and if I could have Luka as a brother over you, I'd have to think about it.
Yeah, if I could have Zion as a brother over you, people would question it.
People
would really question it, but.
So, anyways, guys, these are basically our PC cards, is what.
Actually, probably any NBA player over you. Like, let's be honest.
So yeah,
and tell people we're not in the basement. Like, I know it probably looks like we're in the basement again, guys. We have a studio.
Yeah, we do have a studio.
Like, we actually do.
Maybe one day we'll actually show you guys the studio, and that can be an entire episode. If you guys want to see that, definitely let us know down below in the comments. Again, we read those. Try to be funny. If you guys made it to this far, type that Elmo. Well, that does it for this installment of Red Cape Sports. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead and leave us a thumbs up. It really helps us out to grow the channel and to reach more people who love sports card collecting as yourself. And just a reminder, if you guys are interested in learning more than just what we put out here on YouTube, down below in the video description, there is a link to our Udemy course. Ultimately there, you guys can learn tons of different things on how to collect sports cards, protect them, and ultimately invest in the sports card industry. Again, thank you all so much for watching. Till next time.